All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to you, Akim, that pushes word and truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. And as you see, this is from the Newsbreak app. It says T-Mobile will lay off 5,000 employees, or about 7% of its workforce, in the coming weeks. All right, now we know that part of the downfall of America is Salakia. Let me put my headphones in real quick. Bear with me. All right, we know that part of Babylon falling is, the jobs being lost. All right, the way people get up and you can go to work, that it's not gonna be forever. Where people have you get up, you go to work, you clock in, you're 9 to 5, and every week or bi-weekly or monthly, you get a paycheck. That's about to change, man. All right, because Esau is moving to a digital payment system. Where all money is digital. All right, all currency is digital. That's the trajectory that this system is headed toward. All right, so we know according to the scriptures, this whole even that system is gonna fail. That system itself is gonna fail. Okay, but there's gonna come a time when a job is gonna be an afterthought. A job is gonna be the last thing on people's minds. All right, because it's about to get real bad. But gradually, incrementally, people's jobs have to be lost. People are gonna be losing their jobs. 5,000 here, 1,000 there, a couple hundred here, a couple hundred there, to where the next thing you know, everybody is out of the workforce. All right, society has completely collapsed. All right, and that's what we're headed toward. So, and it's gonna, it's gonna start, before you know, everybody's gonna be affected by this. Okay. All right. So I don't know why they wrote this in gray like this. This is ridiculous. It says the layoff at T-Mobile following mass job cuts. So hold on just a second. Following mass job cuts in the past year at a handful of companies, including Google, Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft. Beyond the tech sector, layoffs also hit Disney park employees, newspapers, and some higher education jobs. It says, Sievert said the T-Mobile jobs impacted by the upcoming layoffs are primarily duplicative to other roles or may fit with current changes and priorities at the company. So I'm driving trying to read this, so bear with me. Give me a second. Hold on. Every damn morning, it's always some sort of construction being done on the highway or the street, you know, and which, you know, years ago, when I first came into the truth, you know, the rating for the you know, the roads and whatnot was a D, I think a D minus or a D plus or something like that, you know. So these roads is jacked up beyond belief, and there's always a need for them to be repaired, man. You know, well, that shit costs money. So all this money that taxpayers got to fork over to keep the roads looking like shit, it's like, how can this place be sustained, man? You can't sustain this. You know, trying to put a Band-Aid on a gun wound, man, a shotgun wound. It's stupid. All right. It says, it says, are primarily duplicative to other roles or may fit with current changes and priorities at the company. He also pointed to rising costs of attracting and retaining customers. It says the current recruiting is aimed at getting T-Mobile efficiently focused on a finite set of winning strategies. All right, a bunch of BS. It mentioned that some of these employees was gonna be in Bellevue. All right, some of the employees was gonna be terminated was from Bellevue. So that's the reason why I initially grabbed this article. But I could have grabbed the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, I could have grabbed the wrong one. So Salakia on my behalf for that. But I think like it was like a couple hundred employees was gonna be from Bellevue, which Bellevue is, you know, right next to Seattle. All right, ways from Tacoma. But you know, that deals with up here in Washington State, and the T-Mobile headquarters. You know, I actually worked there over the summer. Had to do some overtime up there doing some construction work at you know, the headquarters, man. So I personally have been there, and it's a big like campus, man. You would think he was on a college campus, you know, and it got bridges that connect buildings and all kind of shit, you know. You know, it's real nice, real nice, you know. But you know, just, you know, this place is you know, you can't get around what the Lord is doing. Okay. If I find the other article where it mentions actually Bellevue, I'll throw it in the description box. But real quick, I want to grab this here in Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." All right, so we remember the Lord well before these times came. All right, well before, you know, the economy was in the state that it's in currently. You know, brothers actually turned to the Lord back in, you know, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12. You know, brothers actually, we can see the writing on the wall. We can see the prophecies are true, and we have foresight. So we was like, okay, it don't make sense to try to turn to the Lord in the midst of all that, you know. The scripture saying Proverbs the 16, I believe, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is safe. So we trusted in the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Salakia. Before it was popular. All right, before it was cool. All right, before it became a fad, so to say, because that's what, you know, Jake looks and beholds the truth as, you know, a fad. Oh, it's something to do, to call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, to garner. You know, a lot of cats want to garner attention and fame and money. All right, but sincere brothers, we didn't turn to the Lord for those purposes. Okay. And now people don't have pleasure in life anymore. You know, years ago, people used to have pleasure. Was you know, concerned with having fun and fulfilling the flesh. All right, which people ain't really on that no more. People still want to fulfill the flesh and have pleasure, but you know, everybody knows that life sucks. You know, that life is jacked up. You know, that's a common theme. You know, you got people that actually, you know, are tired and fed up with working. You know, they got videos online. They got videos on the internet, just a 30-minute long video of a compilation of individuals complaining about how much they hate work. You know, how they're struggling, how they're one paycheck away from being homeless, how they can't make ends meet, how they can't provide for their children, and all these other things. Okay? So that is that proves the scripture is true. Okay, it says they have no pleasure in them. Okay, Slakia, it says when thou shalt say I have no pleasure in them. And now people ain't having pleasure in the basic things. Just getting up. People went to college to get a degree so they can land their dream job, and certain people have even landed their dream job and still come to realize that they hate their job, because majority of people's time is spent on the road, traveling to work, laboring, slaving away, crunching numbers, or doing whatever the hell you do just to have a 25-minute lunch. And then you're right back on the hamster wheel. 7 days a week. You might have to do overtime. Okay? For 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. Followed by an hour and a half, 2 hours drive home. Just to wake up and do it all over again. Take a shower, eat something extremely unhealthy, wake up and do it again. That's the life of an everyday American, man. So people they're not having pleasure in that like they once did. Meanwhile, you're doing all that and you ain't getting paid diddly squat. You ain't getting paid shit. Okay? Verse 2, it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened nor the clouds return after the rain. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and that's happening. All right, the keepers of the house is talking about these economic forecasters. These people that know the stock markets, the stocks. Oh, we project that in 10 years, you know, the economy is going to be doing this and doing that. You know, GDP is going to be this much and all this bullshit. Hey, them people, they don't know what the hell's going on, man. All right? Well, they know what's going on. They know that this place is going to shit. All right? Okay, in the day when the keepers of the house are tremble, all right, and best believe they trembling. These people that make a living based upon the stock market, stock brokers and all that. Best believe they trembling. Salaki, man, getting over this cold. Actually, it was a fever. That's why we need new bodies, man. So we ain't got to deal with this dumb shit. Salaki. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. All right, the grinders representing the jobs, man. All right, jobs aren't in abundance like they once were. It used to be. I remember back in the early 2000s, in the 90s, 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s. You know, as a teenager, you used to be able to walk up to a place of business and ask them, you know, hey, you guys hiring? And they were like, yeah, either yes or no. And if they was, or even if they wasn't, you was able to fill out an application right there with a pen, give it to the manager. All right, you wouldn't send it off on an email and hope somebody read that shit. You give it to a manager that actually go over that mug right then and there. All right, and they would tell you, like, either right then and there or later on that day or the next day or something, if you was hired, man. You was actually able to land a job that same day in certain instances. But you don't have that anymore, man. Society went to this electronic way of doing every damn thing. Okay? But jobs aren't in abundance like they once were, man. Alright? It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Alright? Once again, those economic forecasters. Alright? It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Now, during COVID, you had a lot of people that got laid off. You know, jobs was cut. Salaki, man. Gotta cough up this bullshit. Jobs was cut. People was laid off. All right. I remember when COVID first hit. I had got sat down from work for about 2 weeks. I didn't have work for about 2 weeks. And then after that, once I actually started going back to work, there was nobody on the freeway in the morning. When I would drive to work, there was absolutely nobody on the freeway. It felt like I was in the movie I Am Legend. You know, if I wanted to, I could have maxed my car out doing 100 and whatever and get to wherever I wanted to get, because it was nobody on the freeway, man. It was kind of like an eerie it was an eerie feeling, man. You know, it was nice, but at the same time, it was like, yo, this is weird. You know, so that same situation is coming about again. All right, when the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, because soon everybody's alarm clock is gonna be naked. All right, when there's no jobs out here, so that's like the least of your worries. Now it's survive mode. All right, survive. When that comes about, the only concern people is going to have is protecting themselves and their families, providing some type of shelter and food. That's going to be people's main concerns, man. Not getting up and busting your ass, going to work to get a damn whack ass paycheck. All right. Next, let me grab 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. It says, "O my people, hear my words and make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." All right, because there's evils that's about to come, to where brothers can be displaced from their houses, and you got to maneuver, you got to move around, travel from here to there. You know, these is very real possibilities that brothers can be faced with, man. And the time's coming. You know, the way Esau is using these natural disasters, so to say, or just events to disrupt people's everyday lives. Like the Maui situation. Look at the Maui situation, for instance. All right, people was chilling, you know, going to the beach, barbecuing some pork. The Japanese love that. Barbecuing pork and, you know, all this shit, whatever they was doing. And then one day, you know, the family's dead and they're homeless. All right, you gotta look at situations like that. So now, those people are homeless and gotta find a whole new place to live, man. Some of them might end up having to come stateside and live with family members, because all their family in Maui is dead. All right, so that's just an example. Continuing on, verse 41, it says, "He that selleth says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So this is the mentality you gotta have in these times. All right, don't be expect to lose, man. You know, material possessions, that is. You know, expect to not have these things. Okay. It says, he that occupieth merchandise, as he that will not profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. All right. They that marry, as if they shall get no children, and they that marry not, as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. All right. So that's the conditions that, you know, the world is going to be faced with, especially us men of the Lord. All right, this was written to us. Okay, so we ain't supposed to be comfortable and just expecting all this stuff. All right, we're in the end, and being in the end, you know, we're gonna lose things, man. All right, material possessions, family members. All right, but once you gear your mind that that's what it is, when it comes, you can deal with it easier. All right, but these jobs that people are so used to and comfortable with, and you know, despite them hating them and whatnot, they need them to survive. Hey, these people they're gonna lose that too. All right, and as a man of the Lord, hey, tomorrow or not, if that happens to you, we gotta just trust in Yahweh Shai, because everybody's gonna be down bad. You know, eventually everybody's gonna be down bad. The only thing that differentiates us from them is that we have a lively hope. Right? And we know the secrets of Yahweh Shai. We know the end all be all. They don't. All right? But I just wanted to bring that article out that, you know, a lot of these people that is high on the hog with these tech jobs and, you know, doing this and that, and, you know, in the tech sector, and this nice cushy office job where all they do is play on the damn laptop all damn day, you know, making hella money. Shit, when society goes down, they're not needed. They're the last people needed, man. A janitor is more valuable than them. A construction worker is more valuable than them. You know. So, you know, just expect, you know, more layoffs, man. More people to lose their jobs. More people to go homeless. You know. So, you know, I'll that was edifying. Until next time, shalom.